From Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and friends.
Hi, this is Chef Michael.
And this is Sandy Kastel.
Guess what, Sandy? Guess what?
What?
It's Thanksgiving and Christmas. I love the holidays. And guess what? We got some great guests coming on. Our TV show's going to be aired. I am so excited. What do you think about that?
I think it's fantastic. And you know what? We're going to be shopping at Smith's for a lot of food for the holidays.
So come on, let's go. I got to go get something to eat.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends, produced by Michael Leonetti. Sandy Kastel has been entertaining audiences for years on stage, screen, radio, and television. And for the next 60 minutes, she'll be talking with local and international performers, artists, authors, celebrities, and more, with special features like women in music and arts, shopping at Smith's, cooking with Chef Michael, and staying fit and fabulous forever. Now, let's bring on the host. Here is Sandy Kastel.
Hi. And welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show. Where were you this weekend? We had a wonderful party.
Oh, my God. Mamma Mia was I went out last night.
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia. Me and Alex Yanko sat out, smoked a cigar after dinner.
Oh, my gosh, it was so cold.
It was freezing last night.
What happened? It got cold all of a sudden.
It got cold, Mamma Mia. All right, lady, put your coffee cup down.
Oh.
Stop the foolishness. We got an hour, me and you. Listen to what we got to say. We're going to have a great time.
I guess I better put my bagel down.
We have a bagel, cream cheese. What a Monday. Today's Monday, and I feel, thank you.
And we had beef soup this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Chef
anyway,
Michael made beef soup.
it was delicious. Last
You
night
gotta
we
give
had
everybody that recipe.
polenta. We had, I made the fusilli. That was the first time Sandy had fusilli.
I made
Stuffed manigotti.
stuffed manigotti.
They were delicious. The kid did a hell of a job.
Grazie, prego.
See the difference with that? You didn't have to boil, because you realize if you'd have boiled that pasta,
Boil the pasta.
you could have never.
Why would I boil the pasta?
No, I'm saying if you would have done, most people thought they would have never.
Is that what they think they have to do, is boil the pasta?
Yes. And you would have got it. You would have never. They could have never stuffed it.
Well, anyway, yeah. So he showed me how to make the stuffing for it, and I did that.
Tell
You
everybody.
wanna tell them,
I
everybody,
want
how
you
we
to
did
tell
it?
it. See if you remember.
Okay, we got the ricotta cheese,
All right.
but we didn't start out with the ricotta, did we?
Yep.
Yeah, we did. Oh.
Now remember, ladies and gentlemen,
I already
Sandy tells you this recipe. This is the same exact recipe that you stuff ravioli with.
Raviolis.
Same stuffing, no change. Okay, go ahead, San. You
I still have bagel in my teeth.
All right. We went to
Anyway,
Roma.
So no, I'll tell them. All right, so we do the what kind of cheese was that again? Huh?
We went to
Yeah, what kind of cheese is that? Ricotta.
Ricotta. There was a thing.
Is there a way to say it in English? Like,
Yeah,
ricotta.
ricotta. Ricotta. Yeah, like manicotti.
Us Americans.
Like manicotti. Marigotti, not manicotti.
Ricotta cheese or ricotta.
Ricotta, say it, baby.
Anyway, you go and you get this big. How much was that? About a pound?
Where'd we get
a pound
it
and
at?
a half, I
Where'd
think
we get
you
it
got.
at?
We got it at Roma Deli.
Deli, yeah.
That's right. And we got a pound and a half of the ricotta cheese.
Right.
And then I put it in a big bowl. And then I put some parsley, some granulated garlic. And I said, well, how much do I put in? He said, about a tablespoon. So I grabbed it because I've been watching Chef Michael. So I grabbed about a tablespoon or maybe a third, and then I put a couple of them in there. And then he said, put a little pepper in there. I said, how much? A tablespoon. So I did it with my fingers. You know, the thing of it is, we were talking about this last night. I'm so used to using measuring things because, of course, baking, you always, have to make sure you're measuring it properly. But now I'm learning how to do Italian cooking Chef Michael style. So anyway, then I put that in, and then what else did I put in?
Well, what's the most important?
Oh, the eggs. 3 egg yolks. Just the yolks.
Just the yolks.
Okay, and then you can save the whites, and then you can scramble those up and make them for something else. Then what else? Was there something else?
Yes, there was. The most important ingredient.
What, the most important ingredient?
That's Romano Locatelli cheese.
Oh, the Parmesan.
Yeah,
but it was
that was Locatelli. That was the top of the line.
But you could use Parmesan cheese,
you could
right?
use Parmesan cheese.
Okay, so you take a half of that was about a half a pound. So half of a pound.
Handful.
So a quarter of a pound of that. Sprinkle that all in there, and then you mix it up with a big spoon. Mix it all up, and then I went to get the refills for
the baker bag.
The baker bags, because I could not find. I went to Williams Sonoma, and they did not have the real baker's bag, but they had the refills, the plastic ones.
Yes.
So I went and I got those, and I filled them all up, and then we cut off the tip, and then I squeezed the bag and put the filling into the shells. Then we used Chef Michael's sauce, of course, which was excellent.
Thank you.
And
7
we used
hours.
the sauce over that, and then put it in a pan, put the sauce over it, covered it up with aluminum foil, and put it in the oven for seven. It wasn't 7 hours, was it?
No.
You said
7 hours. I said the sauce was 7 hours.
Oh, the sauce. See? He throws me. So anyway, we put it in for about an hour? It wasn't even that long.
Not even that long. Think about 40 minutes. Because what you want to do is the sauce, once it's buried in the sauce actually cooks the shell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say to you? And you can do the same thing with stuffed shells. Now, stuffed ravioli is different.
But you don't want to. But you have to put the aluminum foil on, because otherwise it would burn the top of.
Well, it'll dry it out. You don't want that. You want to make sure that the steam doesn't. Hey, could I have a little music?
And
here,
it was
please?
so good,
nice.
So it was nice. So I had a dish on the table last night, and then you made those Brussels sprouts again. You made them for Stephanie, but they couldn't come. Peter Anthony and Stephanie, they had to stay home with the kids because they said we haven't been spending enough time with the kids. And those kids get lonely.
I had a call yesterday, a friend of mine, and one of the guys said, you don't talk about the
Where's our music? We got the Christmas music.
Just music. I can't talk over a guy singing. Brian.
So go ahead.
So anyway, people said to me, we don't talk about the Grassos, joking with billionaire-old that much. It's like telling a joke, though. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
You can only tell it so many times.
You can tell it so many times. Anyway, the Grassos were so gracious.
And besides, they've had to move their money around so many times because we keep talking.
We were so...
He's getting a lot of holes in the ground.
We were invited to the Grassos' house for dinner. You know what I mean? Which was very, very nice. And then I said to Sandy, I said, San, we got so many special...
Well, for Thanksgiving.
Because they're going to eat with us Christmas Eve. I says, we got so many special friends and people that are by themselves. And sure enough...
Well, and family.
And families. We got people that, I'll give you, like Nan from Black Market.
Yeah, we got extended family.
We got Nan and her husband, and then they got the mother and the father, the 4 of them. That's it. I said, that's ridiculous to eat. Come with us. So I want, you know what I mean? And then before you know it, Cece Spencer and her boyfriend and her mother. Then we got who else?
Well, you know what Nan was saying last night? Nan was talking about how, when she grew up, of course, they had the big Italian meals every Sunday also. And when she and Brad got together, they put Brad at the head of the table. And Nan said, well, why are you putting him at the head of the table? We're not married or anything yet. And he says, I want to see what he's getting into. So he sat at the head of the table and, of course, saw the entire, table full of food.
Right.
And he said, my gosh, you guys stay here for like 8 or 9 hours. It's like that you start in the morning and you never stop. You quit and then you go home with leftovers, just like we do at our house.
Well, last night we had that big affair yesterday. And I said, we got Nan and her family. Then we have Stacey Spencer and her mom and her boyfriend. And then actually Monique Brewster wrote a beautiful jingle for...
I know. And Monique, I'm going to bring it in tomorrow to bring it. I forgot to bring the CD this morning.
Right. And that was so wonderful.
Oh, it was so great.
So she said, Mike, I'm just me. Come over and eat with us.
And Robert Gordy Jr.
Robert Gordy, and then naturally Alex Yanko and his family. Before you know, we're up to about 60 people.
Yeah, so in fact, we met Kim's sister last night, and Candy.
Yes.
And she's from, she lives in Kingman, Arizona. And you know what she does? She flies those helicopters in, the rescue helicopters that come in and bring people from down there up here to the hospitals up here.
Right. And I'll tell you, San, what was really funny is that we're up to like 60 people.
Yeah.
So I went into Smith's today, and I seen Mike, the butcher. I
Did
said,
you
Mike,
order something?
I said, give me a 24-pound bird. Give me a 20-pound ham. Split it.
Yeah, we got to have a big ham.
And I'm going to make for that day. I make that, not see the candy ham stuff like that. But I will also make the homemade raviolis.
Well, I'm going to make my mom's recipe for the candied yams too.
Okay.
Yeah, with the marshmallows on top.
That's fine.
The brown sugar.
And I'm going to make. I'm going to make homemade raviolis with the sauce, the meatballs, the
can I help?
Yeah, Yeah, honey. You can
Okay,
always
cool.
help. But I tell you, we're feeling great. The holidays are here. Sandy's birthday is on the 16th. We're celebrating.
That's right, of December.
We're celebrating on the 17th. On the 20th.
No. We're not celebrating on the
14th.
17th. We're celebrating on the 14th.
14th.
We're going to have a big party. What we're going to do,
combination.
we're going to combine it. We're going to have a WEMA event. And what date is that? The 14th?
Right.
Is that the
December.
Saturday?
Right, we're going to send the invitations out. A gala event, Sandy Kastel, you're cordially invited to the WEMA event, okay?
Celebrating the
fundraiser
20th
and Sandy
anniversary of
Kastel's
my
birthday
20th
at the same time. Her 20th, 6 times birthday.
No, the 20th anniversary. Here we go. No, it's Saturday, December the 13th.
December the 13th.
Saturday, December the 13th, we're going to have our big WEMA event. So everybody, Diane, please post that on our Facebook.
Yes, Diane.
And Susan,
Fox.
please post that on our website.
Yes.
Saturday, December the 13th, we're going to celebrate my birthday, which is on the 16th. But we're going to celebrate my birthday.
How
we're
old
going to
are you gonna be?
celebrate. We're going to celebrate WEMA, and we're going to have a couple of fundraiser items that we're going to auction off. Gigi is going to donate another picture for
marvelous,
us,
marvelous.
and also I'm going to donate one of my sculptures, and we're going to have some people donating some other things too to auction off for that.
I want to donate.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And so it's like our holiday, our
Isn't
big
it nice?
holiday party. We're going to have entertainment.
So Gigi hired us for the 22nd
do it at
to
the
do a
house.
private party.
Do it at the house.
Of 20 women, you know what I mean? She wanted me to cook the band. Jimmy Mellodore Quartet's going to be there. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's
and
on
we
the
are
22nd
really, really
of
busy.
November, though.
Today we got to go to the studio to finish the editing for the television show.
I know, with David
So a
Taylor.
lot of great things that are happening, ladies and gentlemen. 731-1230. What's on your mind? Why don't you call us and let me know what's on your mind? I know everybody's listening out there. Jolie listens every morning. Dr. Perry's in
his teeth.
Mazatlan. He's in Mazatlan, and this guy's got nothing better to do
I know. You know
but
what-
to listen to us.
You know what Diana's been doing down there? She's been painting a fish.
Yeah.
A fish.
A
So
whale.
I'm really
A
curious
whale.
to see this fish, what she's been painting. And so she's done with it, so we should see that when she gets back. But also I want to let everybody know we are not at, I got like fuzz or something. Tuscany
well, but you gotta
Grill.
go with-
Tuscany Grill.
We love you, Lou.
This week we've taken off a little time because we've got so many
Holidays.
things coming up for the holidays, and we've got so many projects we're working on that we had to take a little bit of time off. And we want to thank Tuscany Grill, Lou, Jerry, and
Mike
so much, because you guys are absolutely amazing. We're going to continue obviously to come every week to bring our friends, different nights of the week to come and have dinner there, because that's one of our favorite places, and especially for the holidays. And of course, they're going to be letting us know about any specials they're going to be having coming
Well, anyway,
up for the
Sandy,
holidays and
we
New
got
Year's Eve.
Paulie on the phone.
Hi, Paulie.
Hi, Paul.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Hey, Paulie. Then what do you say in Italian about the Saints? What's that? I can never remember that Italian saying.
About the Saints.
Yeah, about you said.
Oh,
Guandalao-
man, The
Yeah.
Saints.
We
Hold
don't
on,
want to
honey.
talk about that on the air, though.
Well,
You can't say it on the air.
Sure, you can.
No, you can't say it, Michael, if it's not something good.
Guandalazan.
Hey.
Don't say it, Michael. Be nice.
I got a question.
Sure, buddy.
There's a lot of Italians listening.
Now, I don't want to turn your show into a cooking show, but I'm doing something wrong.
What the hell do you think this show is? It's a
Maybe
cooking
you
show.
can help me out.
Go ahead, buddy.
If I make pork chop parmesan or chicken parmesan,
Yeah.
Right.
what I do is the crust, after I fry it, it peels off.
Well, of course, Paulie.
It doesn't adhere
No.
to the meat.
It
And
do-
what I do is I put it in flour, then I give it an egg wash, then I put it in Progresso Italian
aren't you supposed
style
to do the egg wash
bread,
first?
because it's got all the seasonings in it.
Right.
And I fry it in canola oil.
Right.
What am I doing wrong?
Well, any time that you use a sauce, a gravy, when you fry, it automatically takes that. It absorbs the crust, absorbs the sauce, and it falls right off the bone.
You mean the oil?
Well, yeah. Well, no, it's like when you're frying it, because you're making a Parmesan, right?
Yeah.
So if you're making a Parmesan, a pork chop Parmesan or a color Parmesan, when you make that, the problem with that is you have to leave it sit, and then you bake it. As long as you
I do bake it after it comes out of the frying pan.
Right.
I put the mozzarella on it and
Right.
bake it. But
Okay.
still, the crust does not adhere to the meat.
Well, what you do, this is what I do, all right? You get your egg, you beat your egg, all right? You season the egg. I got sound effects from Sandy over here. You beat the eggs and will you stop? You're busting my hump. I'm trying to tell the guy how to do this. So what you do is you beat the egg and you season the egg. You put parsley. Will you stop?
No, I'm beating the egg.
What a ball breaker this girl is today. You beat the egg and you put after you season the egg, you dip your chicken in the egg and then you put it in breadcrumb. Breadcrumb, not flour.
Well, that's what I use. Breadcrumbs.
Right. Once it's done, it's like a chicken cutlet. Then you put it in, because I never had no problem doing that. Never. It never came off, Paulie. Never.
No.
I don't know why. So I'm telling you, God's honest truth. Give it that a shot. Just make your chicken cutlets, make your marinara sauce, put the sauce on the bottom, put the chicken down, put the sauce on top, put your mozzarella and your rest of your stuff, and stick it right in the oven.
And you know what, Polly? Diane will be posting this on the Facebook page today.
Right.
And so you can go ahead and look at that, how he's doing it. Because maybe it's just one step or something here along the way that, is getting
Now,
mixed
Paulie,
up.
real quick, because we got other people that are calling in.
Yeah, we got Nan and we got Mimi
and we're
on
going
the
to get
phone.
to you in a
We're
minute.
gonna bring them both on.
And I know Paul over 40 years.
Yeah.
That's how long I know this man. And Paul ate with me many, many times. And of all the things I made, Paul, what do you remember the most?
The chicken cutlets.
Yeah, I love those chicken cutlets.
They are phenomenal.
The chicken cutlet. Well, Paul, we're getting very close for Sandy and I open up our own supper club. We had a meeting last night
we're working on it.
With the principal people. We found some locations. And I'm telling you something, on the grand opening, you'll be getting a special invitation.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's going to be a great time. I'm so glad that you called in. Thank you so much,
All right,
dear friend,
thanks.
for
I'll try
listening.
it again today.
Sounds great,
Thanks,
pal.
Polly.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, listen,
Bye, Sandy.
we've got a couple people, Nan and Mimi
on
called
the
in. Can
phone.
you hold on just a second? Because we got to go to a
Sure.
quick break.
Yeah, don't
All right,
hang up.
if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael,
Oh, mamma mia,
the musician.
mamma mia,
And we'll be right back after it.
mezza Maria,
Shut up
mamma
and
mia,
shut
mamma
up.
mia,
After a quick
dai.
message from our sponsors.
Ah, mamma mia.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 57 Chevy light blue will do.
Ah, Santa
Who was
Baby.
singing? Who was singing that?
Gosh,
Was
that
that,
was mine. That was
that
my
Whitney
version
Houston?
of Santa Baby.
Oh.
And it's going to be, I think Jim Brickman is doing a promotion with some different artists.
Yep.
And Tom Mazzetta just asked me if I wanted to be one of those. And I said, yes.
What about me? What about
of course.
me?
Well, you got to record something first.
I
honey.
recorded 30 years ago.
Yeah, well,
Here's-
we're going to have to take that plastic record and take it and transfer it to digital
Yeah, my
and bring
fun
you into
novel.
the
I
new
can say
age.
something, but I'm
We've
not
got
gonna curse.
Mimi and we've got Nan on the phone. Hi, girls.
Hi, Nan. Hi, Mimi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Mimi.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that we have Nan from Black Market and Mimi. These girls were the best pole dancers I've ever seen.
White House Black Market.
At the White House Black. I could not believe it.
Oh, my
Nan, you were
God,
great.
yeah.
The way you swung around that pole. And Mimi, those things that you did, how you gyrated with your cane, it was amazing.
How was your event yesterday? Was that yesterday? Or no, I'm off a day.
Who are we talking to? We talking to Mimi.
Yes. No, there was nothing happening with football yesterday.
No. I meant last Sunday.
Yeah,
Jasmine.
last Sunday we had the picnic and it was absolutely fantastic.
I know. I felt awful. We were still cooking, and we were still cooking.
You know what
that
happens,
day,
Nan? You know what happens,
for our big event.
Like last night, Nan came over to eat. I cook all day. At the end of the day, by the time we clean up, by the time we put the dishes away, me and Sandy are exhausted. We would love to go see T-Fox last night.
Well, we were actually performing, on the 19th. We were performing on the 19th, remember, with the big band.
We couldn't have made it. Was it just we're just
am I
tired.
getting confused? What days we're doing? No, what days are those?
But here's the bottom
Anyway,
line.
I know we were busy.
Mimi said you were not missed. Believe me.
Oh, I didn't say that.
But guess
You
who
guys
came to the
were
party?
missed.
Guess who came to the party? Zena.
Yeah, Zena came over.
And I looked out the.
That was Dad's birthday, but that was a big birthday. Yeah,
I looked out and Zena went in through the gate, and the gate called us from Canyon Gate Security. They said, "What's the problem?" They said, "There's a Brinks truck following Zena, and we can't get in.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she'd appreciate that. I want to know what you guys gave out for Halloween. Did you give out some meatballs?
No, we gave out Italian sausage and we gave out roasted peppers. No, you know what's sad?
We don't get a lot of little
We don't
kids
get
there in
anybody.
Candygate anymore.
And
They've
the-
all grown up. They're
and-
all teenagers or
Right.
adults now.
And the Grossos
Invited us over.
invite us over, and I said, Carl, did you give any candy out? I got to tell you, the guy had $20 bills in a big. No, he must have had about $1,000 of $20 bills. He had 2 kids knocked on the door,
And that's it.
So Carl says it's just easier for me, Mike, to give him a double sawbuck. Let the kids go buy what they want. You know what I mean? So me and Sandy went home. We got dressed up.
And came back.
Came back 4 times to put gas in our cars. He never knew the difference. And then we said, where did you guys go? I said, no, we had to do something, but we're back at the party. So, no, unfortunately, in Canyon Gate, there's not that many. There's all a bunch of rich people that live there.
Well, you know, my sister,
half of them are dead.
I used to love doing it when all the kids, we did have a ton of kids, for the longest time. And of course, my sister lived there with my niece. And of course, I always liked dressing up. And I would always dress up as some kind of a witch or, a seer or something like that. And
Always did that too.
yeah, I had the big chair and crystal ball and the big table and the all this stuff. The kids
what
came
I
up.
did is I got dressed as John or a cameraman, John Styles. I got in drag, put a wig on and high heels, and everybody thought I was John Styles because he's a cross dresser. John said a munchkin in drag. He said,
So Nan, you have moved to a new location over there, and just up the street on Sahara now. I'm so excited. It's over near the 215, that brand new downtown Summerlin Mall, and your store is great. I go over there, and it's such an interesting mall because it has like 3 different sections. One section is like all these independent stores, like it's got Trader Joe's, it's got an eye place, it's got a bed place, it's got all these restaurants. Then you go over to the mall part, and it's got Macy's and Dillard's and Nordstrom's Rack and something else. There's another one. And then you go over to the next section, and it's kind of like Town Square,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And all that's where your store
That's
is.
where I wanna go today,
And
get some
then
stuff.
it's got all these stores next to each other, and the Mac store has not opened yet. I'm looking forward to them opening because then they'll just be down the street when I have a problem with my phone or my computer, which is a lot.
well, it's funny because we have Nan on the phone.
Yeah, that's Nan.
Nan, what did you enjoy last night? What was the best that you enjoyed?
Well, the manicotti I love.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that great?
That's like my favorite ever, and I make that, but I love the way Sandy did the stuffing. That was incredible.
Well, that's the
you.
stuffing for the ravioli. That's the
Yeah.
ravioli stuffing.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
which is
it's
kind of nice.
Absolutely delicious.
Well,
and I have 2 things. I was calling to say thank you so much for having us come over, and then Michael, I'm looking for a gnocchi recipe.
Oh, that's
gnocchi.
easy, honey. You want the potato or do you want the regular?
Well, I want the one that has the most flavor. I don't know whether it was the potato or whether it was the flour, but the last time I made it, they just didn't pop up.
Well, how'd you
enough.
make it? What'd you do?
I think I used flour,
You got to use flour, honey.
eggs, and then I'm trying to think of, I don't know whether it was oil or something. I couldn't think of what the heck the recipe was.
Did you put any?
But how do you make them?
Did you put baking powder in it? Did you put it?
No.
I got to put a little.
That's
baking.
the problem.
I'll tell you the reason why. And then when I do mine, I use powdered milk. I use baking powder and flour, and then easy on the egg because egg makes it very heavy. That's why my gavadilis, they float. When they sink, it's like having a dumpling.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. I'm telling you. Like when I make my matzah, when I was in the Catskills, again, as a kid, I always loved the cooking end of it. They make it with seltzer, not club soda.
Oh.
Seltzer and club soda is 2 different things. And the Jews always drank seltzer in the old bottles. I love that. Even
That's
till
when my
today.
mother-in-law used the matzo balls.
Right,
She makes
the
it with
seltzer, and the seltzer makes the matzah matzah so light. It's beautiful.
Fluffy.
So for the gavadilis, and what you can do is, like I said, we're going to eat, and me and Sandy talked about it this morning. We're so honored that you and your husband, who I love with all my heart and soul, he's a great kid, and your mother and your mother-in-law and father-in-law, they are the ultimate. The ultimate. We're so glad that you guys are joining us for that, because I went to Smith's today, and I ordered a 50-pound ham, a 24-pound turkey, but I'm going to make the homemade raviolis. That's what I'm going to do for Thanksgiving, and it's just going to be a small amount of people.
Yeah, Mimi, we want to invite you too.
Yeah, Mimi, if you are by yourself,
Zena, definitely.
You and Zena, we'd love to have you come over. It's only $700 per person. But
we'll take a check, won't you?
What's
of course.
And I'll hold it for you. And I'll
till the cows come home.
And we'll cash it at the Temple Beth Shalom. Anyway, I opened my door today, and I looked out the door, and I seen a kitten. You know what I mean?
A baby kitten?
No, a female cat.
Oh, a cat.
And it's walking up and down, and I'm listening, and it says, "All I want for Christmas is kittens, kittens. All I want for Christmas is kittens." And I said, "How cute!" And all of a sudden, a tomcat was right behind him, and the tomcat said, "Here comes Santa Claus! Here comes Santa."
Oh, you're bad.
Well, you know what?
Bad. Now, does Santa Claus know about all of this?
Yeah, really.
Cute. My mother told me that joke 30 years ago.
Nan, do you guys have any specials coming up for the holidays over at White House Black Market?
Tell us, Nan.
Well, we're going to have a friends and family starting on the 11th, and that's going to run through the 16th. I'm going to try to put together a girls or ladies for Summerlin party on the 15th, Saturday morning.
Oh.
And that's the one I'll send out to you, Sandy. And
yeah, I'd love to.
We'll get everybody to comment.
Okay.
It's going to be 25% off, which is, we only do this once or twice a year.
We like that, 25% off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
yeah.
Do you have anything for gay men like John for panties?
Michael, stop
just
it.
asking. John
Stop
just
it.
gave me a...
Stop it.
We can wardrobe anyone, Michael. Anyone.
No,
I don't know if I'd say
over.
anyone.
I'm only, you can't wardrobe me. I'm Italian.
So, Mimi,
Yeah, that's okay.
So Mimi, when is your next event going to be coming up? Are you going to be doing anything else for the holidays?
Well, actually, we're going to be sponsoring an event at the M this Saturday at the M Casino Resort.
What is it?
It's going to be the next generation. It's going to be Ricky Martin, who is Dean's son, Lorna Luft, who is Judy Garland's daughter, Lena Prima, and Steve March Torme, Mel Torme's son.
Yes.
The Master of Ceremonies is Anthony Lewis. He's Jerry Lewis's son. And Gary Anderson is going to have the orchestra. So it's going to be great. And anybody who is
Gary
a
Anderson,
member
that's
of
what he was asking me if I was coming this Saturday, and I forgot to ask him what. So what time is this?
It's going to be at 7 o'clock.
At night.
How much are the tickets?
Well, they vary from $29.99 to $34.99. But if you're a member of the Jazz Society, you get a special discount.
I'm a senior. Does that help?
Everybody in the Jazz Society.
I'm a senior. I'm 62. Do I get like something?
Yes, the members do get a 10% discount.
Oh, that's good.
that's
that's
nice.
good.
Well, yeah,
Now
that's
tell. All right,
interesting. The next generation.
The next generation. That's great. And where's it going to be held again? At the M Hotel?
At the M Hotel Resort.
And
yeah.
where can people get tickets for that?
They can go online, or they can call. I don't happen to have their number.
Is it online for the M Hotel? You mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty simple. Just look up the M Hotel and go online and get your tickets for this event this weekend. Also, you mentioned the Jazz Society. Now, tell us what it costs to join the Jazz Society and how it benefits the artists that become members.
Well, I'll tell you, it varies. If you're going to be coming in as an artist, that's a $50 ticket for the year.
Okay.
And through that, you get to have your events publicized. We do e-blasts. Would be put in our newsletter, and of course, I put out the publicity to all the media.
Right.
Well, yeah. So it's really what.
That's an excellent deal. $50 a year. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
That is the minimum for an artist.
Yes.
There are other. But if you go to vegasjazz.org, it can give you all the information. And I just found a number for the M.
Okay.
Okay, it's 800-745-3000.
800-745-3000.
I know what the M stands for.
What?
Mamma mia!
Well, thank you, girls, for calling in, and we wish you a wonderful day today.
Thank you, everybody.
And of course, we're all going to be doing a lot of holiday cheer and helping out. And as a matter of fact, the Salvation Army is one of the organizations that we're teaming up with to do some things. They've got the Adopt a Kettle, they've got the Angel Tree, and they've got the online Red Kettle. And you know, the online Red Kettle is something we're going to do on our WEMA website. You can go online, you can click and share your very own online Red Kettle, and they even provide a digital concierge to set it up for you and provide all the resources we'll need to be a success. So this is a wonderful idea. Even you guys could do that too on the Jazz website, or you could do it. Individual performers can do it on theirs if they want to help out the Salvation Army. And so it's all about falling into action in partnership with the Salvation Army Southern Nevada. Start today, salvationarmysouthernevada.org. And this holiday season, you and your organization will be doing the most good.
Listen, I'm the illegitimate son of Buddy Rich and Gene Krupa. Is there any way I can get in the show?
the two of them together? Holy cow, how did they manage that?
I don't know.
Anyway, so you girls have a great day.
Thank you, ladies.
so much for calling in. We appreciate it.
We love you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. If you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, who is ticklish behind the ears. Anyway, we will be right back after a quick message from our sponsors.
Road Racing.
And I'm Alan Michaels, and make sure to listen to Sandy Kastel and Friends with Chef Michael every day on KLAV.
Making every morning brighter. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. You know, that was Diane and Mike there on that last little shout out there. And I just want to say I had a wonderful time on Saturday afternoon. I went over to, right over here, a couple doors over, to Vegas All Net Radio. And I was on the show, Heels and Wheels, with Diana Fox. And, of course, her co-host, which was Janie. I forgot your last name, Janie. Sorry. But we had so much fun. And thank you so much for inviting me, Diane. That was really great.
Yeah, I had a great time.
It was nice. We had the girls there. And there's a guy sitting behind, like Ryan does, sitting behind, working all the things. And I can't say who his name is, but they call him the gasoline. The gas man. Not the gasoline man. The gas man.
Joe Madalatz.
And he was funny, too. He kept trying to get our attention,
Well, you were Diane,
but he can't talk.
Well, you were
it's
Diane,
only a girl thing.
When you were Diane Fox, I was putting up the Christmas decorations.
I know. I came home from that.
Put up our tree.
I was just gone for a couple of hours, and I came back to the house, and the house was transformed, into Christmas.
I was at Smith's the day before yesterday, and somebody recognized me, and they came up to ask me a question. He said, I got to ask you a question, Chef Mike, because they all call me Chef Mike. I get such a kick.
Everybody calls you Chef
Michael. It's like
Michael.
being a doctor. You say, hey, Doc, so it's Chef Michael. And they says, how does it feel to have a radio station and you're the #1 talk show in Las Vegas where so many people are online listening to you, calling you all the time, listening to what you say? How do you feel? And the best way that I say it is like when we're performing, or I'll do a drum solo, or I'll sing a song and get a standing ovation. It's such a great feeling to touch the hearts of people. And I said to the guy, What do you like about the show?
And he said, Sandy.
Well, beside you. No, he says, I says to him, what do you like about the show? He says, the two of you guys, meaning Sandy and I, he said, it's so real. He said, I love listening to it. Because there's days, he says, I get up and I'm depressed. I can't make my car payment. My mortgage is late. You know what I mean? I got a million things. He says, and then all of a sudden, we listen to you, and he says, I can't say what he said. He used the whole word. He said, the BS that you say every day makes me laugh. He says, do you have a script? I go, no, it comes right straight from my head. How could you
script this?
Amazing. And it reminded me of my Uncle Frank. My Uncle Frank was the greatest guy in the world. I'd say to my Uncle Frank, how do you feel, Uncle Frank? Hey, Hey, your aunt's driving me nuts. He says, your cousins, they cracked my car. Your other cousin borrowed $20 from me. He says, I got a headache. He says, my house is falling apart. He says, my car's leaking oil. He says, I got a boil on my ass. But you know me, I don't complain. That's my Uncle Frank. He's long gone, my Uncle Frank, but he was a character. And he bought me a bike when I was 10 years old. And that guy threw that bike up to me until I was in my 30s. He was a degenerate racetrack. He loved to go down the track. And he'd say, let me $20. And I says, Uncle Frank, I just gave you 20. You remember that bike I bought you? It had the tassels, the bell. Remember the bell that had a rang on the side?
Oh, yeah.
He threw that up. See, Italian people do stuff like that. If you get into an argument with them, they'll throw up what they gave you 30 years ago. Hey, remember that toaster I bought you for your wedding? Do you know what that toaster cost me? So that's Italians. They throw crap up. But then if you walk into their house and people come in with wine or something, you go, oh, what did you do? You didn't have to bring that. You make me feel bad. But God forbid if you walked into an Italian house empty-handed, they'll say that son of a bee, he walked in Banzo Vlog. He said he ate, he drank, he didn't even bring a loaf of bread. It's amazing. Anyway, we got...
We got the gas man on.
Gas man.
Good morning, guys. Chef Michael, Sandy, good morning.
What's
Good
up,
morning.
buddy?
Oh, what was it to you? Sandy, a little message from Diane. She's feeling a little under the weather today. She's still working on your sites and everything, but she just wanted me to call and thank you for coming in. What a great show she had. And Chef Michael?
Yeah, buddy.
We got a little challenge for you.
Uh-oh. Oh, don't start that crap again. He hit me with cold water.
You know, this Saturday, Chef Michael, and Sandy knows all about this, Diane and all the girls at Heels and Wheels are doing a great benefit at Gene Woods to help stop bullying and teen suicide prevention. And
That's
we're going to be racing go-karts, Chef Michael.
Right.
And the girls from Heels and Wheels and On Pit Road Racing would like to challenge you, Chef Michael, to a 10-lap event this Saturday, November 8th at Gene Woods Racing Experience. Are you up for it, Chef Michael?
You know something? Is Gene Woods that bald-headed guy that looks like Brad Pitt married to that gorgeous girl named, what's her name?
Roxy Davis.
Yeah, Roxy Davis. That centerfold. Is that the guy?
Yeah, that's the guy.
That's it. Gene Woods. You know him, buddy.
Well, guess what? You got me. Whatever you want me to do, I'll challenge anybody. I'm 62. I'll step in a ring today if I have to. If it's a challenge, count me in for 10 laps.
Michael, we're thanking you that you come on out. Bring Sandy with you. Have a great day. What a great show.
Thanks so much, Gas Man.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Gas Man. I'm going to bring about $1,000 worth of show tickets with me.
Oh, that's okay. Gas Man, he's going to... Go ahead and tell him what
Gas Man, we're going to do that.
And Diane.
Diane, I'm going to bring $1,000 worth of show tickets to give out for people that...
Everybody who signs up.
Whoever who signs up, whatever you need. Tell me what you would need. If you need a couple grand, let me know.
The first 1,000 people get the show ticket.
I'll give the show tickets. I'll give, we got Mark Savar. We have Vinny Favorino. We got the Divas. We got some great shows that we still give away. You know what I mean? So that's the least I can do.
That's great.
Come on. How's that sound?
I think that's great.
What time? You got to let me know, Gas Man, what time this is, and what time.
I think it starts in the afternoon.
In the afternoon? Is it going to be food?
I forget. Yeah, of course there's going to be food.
I hope so.
Why, are you going to make some?
No, I like a free meal.
Listen, I also want to say, Alex Yanko came last night. And he brought his girlfriend Kim, and she's absolutely amazing.
She's great.
She's just so adorable, and her sister Candy were there.
Love Candy.
But also Alex does a lot of. He's a builder.
Yes.
And he does a lot of kind things for the people around the city. He has an organization, and I'm trying to find the name of it here, and I know I can't find.
Get him on the phone.
Oh, Higher Powering. It's a city impact center over on Maryland Parkway, and also Higher Power Living, and they give out. They feed a lot of people on Saturday afternoons, I think he said, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They have a lot of people that come out. And also they do some coaching and stuff for people that for drugs, that are on drugs and stuff, and that are trying to get off. And also he donates, he's going to be donating some bikes and coats and backpacks and things like that to the kids this holiday. So, we just want to say we love you, Alex, and it's so nice, to have you as part of our life. Right. And we've got a lot of great people that in our circle here.
I got to say something, and I want all of my listeners that are out there listen carefully. Throughout our day, throughout our life, we meet so many different people, family members, friends, neighbors. we take a liking to somebody and they kind of stick us in the you know where. You do something nice, they'll walk out, they'll say something negative about you, or they'll talk about you, or whatever the case may be. And what happens
sometimes that happens.
Yes, and what
rarely.
happens is it kind of deters you from other people.
Yeah.
Take it from me. Forgive those that persecuted you. Pray for those that are so blinded with hatred in their heart for whatever case may be, for whatever happened in their life. Because there's people out there like Jolie and Perko, Dr. Perry, Neil Kamararis, our attorney, the Grassos, Diana Fox and her husband, Eddie and Sue, Murphy, Bill Tanner. There's so many wonderful...
Carolyn and Robert.
Right. There's so many wonderful people. Right. There's so many... The Cafe de Boo-Boo. Shallow. There's so many wonderful people that are out there that you touch the hearts of so many. I know I watched the movie Scrooge. You people think I'm crazy. Tell them how many times I watch it a day, Sam.
Too many.
I'll watch it and rewind it. And the two that I like is what Reginald Owen, 1937.
And he's got like 10 versions of it. What's interesting
Alistair
is, though,
Sim, 1951.
They're all a little different.
And it just relaxes me, and I really enjoy that. And I'm going to tell you, folks.
And they're all touching.
I know you can speak for experience. That tragedy happened in my life. God has blessed me to regain sanity, compassion, and love. And that's what it's really all about, because what changes the person's heart is other people that hurt them. Don't let that bother you. This is the Christmas season coming along, okay? Try to look up above a cloud, because it's a wonderful time of year to forgive those that, well, whatever that they did.
You know, what I liked was the Spirit of Christmas.
Yes.
The one in this particular movie. This was the one with, was this with Alistair, or this was the one with Reginald?
Well, which part, honey? Because I know
the
both
one
movies.
He had the little Horn of Plenty. And
that was Reginald Owen.
Okay, Reginald Owen, the version with Reginald Owen.
What do you sprinkle from that horn?
Christmas, the Spirit of Christmas. And he had this Horn of Plenty, and he would like wave it. You know, two people would be standing there arguing, and he would wave it, and all of a sudden they would go, "Oh, hey, come on, let's go together."
Well, they got into an argument, and then they said, "What did you sprinkle with that horn?" And he says, because to someone that needs it the most. You know what I mean? Why? Because years ago, people used to go to the baker to cook their food.
Yeah, they would take their food there. But what I liked about it is that, sometimes it takes the holiday seasons for us to, be thoughtful and think of other people. But we try to do it throughout the year, too, because that's important, because there's a lot of people out there that are in need in different ways. Seniors that maybe are living by themselves, living in a home by themselves or in a place, and maybe they need something fixed or repaired. Alex Yanko will do that for free for them. Okay,
see that people
that's something special,
Seeing that people that are shopping on the street, they're out there begging for money. They got signs all over. I never seen it so bad in my life like it's now.
Yeah, and
you know what you do? Go to Kmart, pick up a shirt, pick up a coat. They're $10, $15.
I even went to
go to your closet.
How many things do we have in our closets that are stuffed in the back in the corner?
You won't wear it.
That are in a bag that we're saving for someday that we're going to wear.
That you're never going to fit in.
We're going to lose 20 pounds.
You're never going to fit in it.
I'm sorry, but
you're done.
Yeah. And there's lots of organizations out there that are doing a lot of good. There's a Safe Nest. Safe Nest that's helping women that are abused and children. And also there's Salvation Army. You can take your things there, donate them. And and then just giving somebody a smile or a helping hand along the way. So if you know of anybody who needs a helping hand right now, give us a call. Let us know.
Yes.
Okay.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Honestly, pick up the phone, 731-1230.
Yeah.
You got the power to say what you feel. You know what I mean? People listen. There's got to be something in your heart.
And if we can help out with a care package,
yes,
or having, Alex maybe can do some repairs around the house for them or something, please give us a call.
Give us a call. We'd be glad to help you in some way.
Also, Neil Kalmanaris is doing a special, a 3-hour consultation, for people in need.
If you're stuck, you need some advice.
If you mention Sandy and Michael. So anyway, do what you can, and I know that you do. But sometimes, we forget and we think about all of our problems and our worries. And then you look around and you see that, there's somebody else that might be worse off than you are. If you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. And we're going to be right back after a quick message from our sponsors.
Will do.
Radio show like it. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. The phone lines are open at 702-731-1230. Now, here again, Sandy Kastel.
Hello, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael.
I got to say something. This time of year,
I'm going to let you.
Thanks for the warning. This time of year is happy for some and sad for many. People lost loved ones. They think back. I want to tell you something, folks. Listen to Mike Leonetti, what he's telling you. I have my whole family. They're all gone. Aunts, uncles, cousins. I'm the only one, the last survivor that's there. My own person's left is my mother, God bless her, and she will not get on a plane to come out to Las Vegas. No matter how much I tell her, this old woman she just don't want to get on a plane.
She's nervous about it.
So I got to go back home. I got to go back to see her before God takes her home. The bottom line is this. You got people that are out there, have a dinner. Because when I have my Sunday dinners, the faces are changed. But the spirit is there. My Uncle Frank is alive. My grandmother's alive. My uncles, my cousins. Everybody that was gone in my life becomes alive at my house on Sunday because I bring that spirit. And when you remember those that you love, they never die. Never die. Jesus Christ never died because we always remember him. The only time you die is when you're forgotten. So this holiday season, have people over the house. Go to Smith's, get some lunch meat, Boar's Head. They got the best. Make a little. You don't have to.
Make sandwiches.
Make a little sandwiches. Bring a neighbor in. Bring a neighbor in. Put up your Christmas tree. Put up your Hanukkah bush. Whatever it may be, and just have a glass of wine. Toast them. If they don't drink, give them an apple cider. You know what I mean? Do something nice for somebody. Because I got a saying that I heard many times. San Bertera. I got it from really San Bertera. God rest his soul. He said it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. And that's what we need to do, is be nice. It's like Scrooge said, the spirit of Christmas past. He says Christmas is every day of the Yah. Not one time of the Yah, every day of the Yah. They say Yah instead of the year.
Yah.
You know what I mean? Of the Yah. I will keep Christmas every day. And you know what I mean? And go with life in a beautiful way. And that's what I want to say.
Yeah, and I want to thank everybody out there who continually supports WEMA.
Yes.
Women and men in music and arts. And what we do is we're giving out scholarships and mentoring artists of all ages through education, mentoring and scholarships.
Which is wonderful.
And you can go to our website, which is wimafoundation.org, wimafoundation.org. And I also want to say thank you to Kathleen. Kathleen came over last night, and we just met her last week at the Tuscany Grill, and we just immediately connected, and we started talking, and we found that we have a lot of things in common, and so we invited her over for dinner last night, and she was there with my stepmom. And before she left, she did a little clearing with her, and it was very nice. So thank you, Kathleen, and thank you for joining us. It's good to have you in our circle now. Thank you, and I look forward to getting together with you this week.
Well, tomorrow's another
to talk
day.
about all the exciting things that we can do together.
It's Tuesday. Do we have any special guests for tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Anybody?
Well, I don't know. You're going to make me look?
Yeah, take a peek. Because if not, ladies and gentlemen, 731-1230. I want you to call me. I don't care if you called me 100 times. Tell me what's on your mind. Come up, say hello. There's something you might want to say. Maybe you want to give a shout out to somebody that you haven't seen.
Yeah, maybe you want to. Yeah,
you want to say a Merry Christmas to somebody, or tell us a story about a short story about what you did or what somebody did for you. And remember, this radio show ain't about Sandy and I. It's about you. This radio show's about you, to make you guys happy, to make you laugh every day. That's why we're number one. Do you know what it is to be number one? Because we would have been off the air a long, long time ago if we were bad. Trust me. Trust me when I'm telling you. Sandy, we would have got thrown out of this studio. But they love us here, and it's kind of you guys that made us number one because you listen. These people know who's watching. They know who's listening to the radio show. People say, radio's passe. Is it? If it was passe, then guess what? K-Jewel would be out of business. KLAV would be out of business, and every other place would be. It's not. People still listen to radio, and thank God we're on from 9 to 10 o'clock. So we love you, everybody. And again, Sandy and I, we just want to wish you a great holiday season. I'm so excited. I can't wait to cook.
He talks about not being able to get a word in edgewise.
Yeah, your mother.
It's really nice. Tomorrow we're going to bring you a special jingle that Monique Brewster made
Monique
for us.
Brewster.
Yeah, she played it for us last night, and everybody was just adored it. They were singing along with it. So it's good friends like that keep us happy, and it's also things that we can do for others that make us happy too. Because it's our life. We got to share whatever we have with everybody else, to make somebody else's day. So if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show, and we'll be back tomorrow morning. But you can also catch us on YouTube this afternoon once
Chef
John
Michael.
Stiles
She forgot to mention.
And Chef Michael. See you tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
bye.
Baby. All right. Yeah, baby. Happy New Year.
Off my Christmas list.